between these two giants of the Super League during the 2001 season. The honours are two apiece with a draw at the JJB on Good Friday. However, none of these games are important now, as tonight is the final eliminator. The winners will book themselves a place in the grand final next Saturday. The losers, well, it's goodbye to their season. It should be a packed house tonight, so I hope you'll all enjoy this great spectacle to Wigan and the current champions St Helens. And Wigan are just taking the field now. You can hear massive cries, cheers from the Wigan fans. Just run through the teams for you. For Wigan, Radlinski at fullback, Dallas, Renouf, Connolly and Carney at the three quarters, Johns and Lambsbake at the half-backs, O'Connor, Newton and Howard the front three, with Cassidy and Burnham in the second row, and captain Andrew Farrell is at loose forward. On the bench, Cowie, Johnson, Chester and Metz. For St Helens, Wellens is fullback, Hall, Iro, Hoppy and Stewart the three quarters, with Sculthorpe retaining that half-back position with Tommy Martin and Scumar. Fairley is in the starting lineup. Surprise there with Cunningham and Metalci making up the front three. Shields and Stankovic the second row, and Joint and loose forward. Edmondson, Yonkers, Hyam and Cruikshank make up the bench. Well, Saints are the only team to win away in the playoffs this season. I'm sure that my colleague Ronu will inevitably take you through that and much more. Hey, Ron?
Yeah, well, I suppose that is one fact I never even thought about, Matt, winning away, but what an atmosphere. Not many empty seats here tonight at the JJB. It's the final eliminator of this year's Super League 6. Wigan kick-off, Saints with the first touch. And Saints obviously know what they've got to do. It's the Pie Eaters at home, it's a stiff challenge. The only time Wigan have beaten the Saints here at JJB was a couple of weeks ago in the final round of the weekly competition. But now, as Matt said, it's do or die. It's 80 minutes of knockout football. Saints finished in fourth, Wigan finished second. Wigan having that cushion as Saints put the ball upfield, and it's Wigan's first touch.
Radlinski knocking the ball backwards there, play on, the great chase from St Helens. Martin all over Radlinski, bringing him down. Not what we wanted to see from the fullback Radlinski, and St Helens in defence coming up quickly and strong. From Wigan, we wanted to problems going forward, but Harvey Howard now, and Iro brings him to ground. Well, Wigan will want to make a big impact in this first 10 minutes. They know that St Helens come on strong towards the end of each half. And it's important that Wigan get away to a massive defeat. I'm sure that the key two players for St Helens, as Dallas gets away, the kick through, chasing it, turns Wellens round, but the key tonight, Ron, for St Helens, I'm sure, as it's always been, Cunningham and Sculthorpe.
Yes, let's hope it is. Obviously the mercurial Sean Long's out, and he was tipped for a start in the lineup, but I think that was all propaganda, and obviously it was all propaganda. What a big set of six in defence by the Saints, but Wigan broke down and put the ball deeply downfield, and now Wigan will want to keep the Saints at that end and hopefully get possession. Metalci, well, he's lost the possession. Wigan have it now. Early mistake by the Saints. Can Wigan capitalise?
Well, Wigan now need to get this head of steam forward, get the impetus forward. Newton onto Farrell. Farrell straightens up, but Metalci is there to bring him down. He stepped round Stankovic. That's good stuff from Wigan. Newton now fires the ball out to Lamb. He gets the ball wide. It's gone to Connolly. Connolly now takes it round the outside. Does well. Oh, but I thought he'd stayed in. The referee, the linesman, signalled that Connolly foot out of touch, but good stuff from Connolly that time. He had Iro scared, backing off, took him to the wing, but cleverly St Helens had fielded him. Stewart making sure that he went out to touch, and Iro finishing off the job. But you can imagine it's going to be high octane stuff tonight.
Oh, it will be. It will be heart in the mouth stuff. There's no danger. Cunningham breaks away. Solid defence by the Warriors. Now Saints come away with Sculthorpe. As you said, Cunningham, Sculthorpe, but they've all got to be counted. All the 17 men there. And it was nice to see when the Saints came out for the warm-up before Furley. Big raps from the Saints spectators in the North Stand for David Furley.
Oh, he's whipped it. Great stuff there by Connolly, stealing the ball from Cunningham. Cunningham went in one-on-one of the challenge, and Connolly came out with it. And now Carney facing back up to the front, but Hoppy's got him. But great stuff, but in the all the excitement, I think Werner's taken a knock. Good strength on show from Carney though. Farrell now running across the face of the defence. No room for him to go. Tries to make a quick play the ball. Newton picks up, scoots from dummy half, shoots the ball out to Renault. There's a 2-on-1 situation. Renault though deciding to take it on his own. He's still going, Renault. Gets the ball away to Carney. And great super stuff from Wigan. Keeping the ball alive. Carney's down injured now. Cheers from St Helens. Wigan will want to play on, but the referee stopped the clock. But Carney's taken a knock though.
Yeah, Carney taking a knock, Matt, obviously, and Ferner, he's taking a knock here. I don't think he knows where he is, so early injury worries for the Warriors.
Carney back to his feet though, I think just winded in the impact of the tackle, but it's given Saints the chance to form up their backs and the defensive line again. Now then, Connolly causing Iro all sorts of problems, but Iro up to it, lying on all over the grounded man, and now Farrell with the kick through. He's dabbed it, he's probably got too much on it. A good set of 6 though from St Helens, and one thing that I know that Wigan will be fully aware of, St Helens masters of lying down on the grounded man. They've made an art of it, and if you can get away with it, then why not?
Yeah, no problem. We've been watching videos of Wigan from years gone by, and that's where we've learnt this ploy from. It's very nice of you to remind us of that, but obviously it looks as though we've got a blood-bin situation. Kieran Cunningham, it is blood-bin exchange, Matt. Well, the referee's ordering him off, he's making him go off. And Mickey Hyam as a replacement. 5 minutes gone. Saints in possession. So that's in the blood bin. Wigan have been in the wars, obviously Saints in the wars. No quarter asked or given, as people usually say, but big hits all round. Newton in, he's got to watch his temperament, he said after last week. But Sculthorpe, great tackle by the Warriors. Sculthorpe, the man of the season, the man of the year, and man of steel for me for this season. Last one of this set of 6, Tommy Martin puts it high. Saints will chase it. Pressure for Radlinski. Oh, he takes it well.
Perhaps just a little bit too much on the kick there from Martin. Hands on to Dallas. Dallas shrugs off the first challenge. Runs straight back across the face of defence and into Hyam to take him to ground, but perhaps just a little bit too much on Martin's kick, and Radlinski was safe underneath it. And now then, Farrell trying to make his way through the line. But there's no time to breathe at the moment. Both teams running hard and strong forward. The way Newton with a little down through. The referee's pulled up for it though. Has them offside, was it?
Offside. Not lining up with the play ball.
Just in the marker position there, St Helens. So Wigan with another set of 6. Saints 40-metre line, Lamb. He's got the ball to Howard. Howard trying to burst his way through. Radlinski on his shoulder. It's a little bit too slow. Lamb now out wide to Farrell. Farrell with the flat pass to Renault, a risky one. Good tackle by Hoppy. On to Carney now. And he's 20 metres away from the St Helens line. Wigan would love to come up with a score. And John's running at the face, and Werner's through! Werner stabbed! The first try for Wigan then! Werner with a beautiful sidestep! Taking it through, it was that run from Matthew Johns that took him through. Flick the ball back on the inside to Dave Werner. Referee's going for the video referee. The try's not been given yet. But Werner, beautiful sidestep there. Nothing that Wellens could do, but I think he's taking it back to the play of the ball, and a knock-on from Renault perhaps. The question is though, has he been messed with at the play of the ball? I think he's just, well, he's grounded it, it's gone forward. It'll probably be a knock-on. But What do you think, Ron? Did he regain his feet, etc.?
Well, controversy again, but obviously we didn't see it. But we're looking at the big screen as everybody else is in the stadium, and the ball was lost. It was lost forward. The referee should have called a knock on. It's as he took it to the video ref. Is this what? Oh, I didn't know, Matt. I'm terribly sorry. I just thought he'd given the try. I've actually put it on my sheet. It's going to be no try. Yes. I really didn't know. I just thought it had got a try. It deserved a try. Lovely bit of sidestep work by Matty Johns. Furner backing up as he does, and he went there. But obviously that's ruled out. So Cunningham back on and I am off. Is that right, Matt? I think. Yeah. So the try ruled out for an infringement, and that was correct. We missed it, and I didn't know it had gone to the video ref, but Saints have the ball. It's kept alive. Saints move it to the right. Cunningham moving it over to the right flank. So a possible 6-0 lead ruled out there by the video ref as Saints press. Sculthorpe along the line. Tommy Martin gets the ball away to Wellens. Cries for an obstruction as Wellens looks for the gap. Straightens up. Last one of the sequence. Joint attacked in half. Sculthorpe, quick hands. Martin dabs it crossfield. Matautier in on the Wigan player who went down bravely. Cassidy, was it?
A great bravery there from Cassidy as Radlinski tries to break the line, but hopefully he's put a bit more fire in the belly than that try being disallowed. Carney now, strength on show from Carney. Still going, Brian Carney, super run. Great stuff from Carney, at least 20 metres made in that break. Wanted to play the ball quickly. O'Connor now looking to make more metres. Good stuff from him, joint line all over again. Cunningham involved, and the penalty's given this time. Well, I mentioned it, Ron, and there it goes. Referee's caught him already. So we're going to look to clear the lines. It really has been end-to-end stuff, though. Two of the best attacking teams in the Super League on show here. St Helens coming the hard way from fourth position. No team's ever done that. But is it one game too far? I'm sure that Ron and the Saints fans all disagree with me, but away comes Farrell. He's straightened up. He's got a ball to Lamb, and Lamb's in for a try, and that one is definitely a try. Superb break from Farrell. Burst his way through the line. Lamb in support. Farrell dummied the pass out to the wing from Hudson. Lamb screaming for it on that right-hand side. Farrell flicked the ball back in, and Wigan are most certainly up for this game. And the try scored nearer the post than it would have been if Hudson had got his hands on it. But Farrell with the dummy and a missed tackle from St Helens. I think it was Stankovic. The timing of the pass and the try scored right between the posts. And that one will make up for the disallowed try. And Wigan on great form. But in this always a story run. The team's going to get a head start away, and then St Helens coming back.
Yes, and we're liable to do that. You know, we usually give the opposition point start. But what a great arcing run by the captain. You've got to get into Farrell, bang him down. Also Johns and Lamb on his shoulder there, and he went under the sticks. That's the try this time. 6 points to nil when Farrell pops this one over. And now let's get down to the action, the nitty-gritty. Saints have got to hit back immediately. You can't afford to give Wigan any more leeway. It's going to be a tight match, obviously, as it is. Farrell with the left foot. 6 points to the Warriors. Saints yet to score. 12 minutes gone. Game on.
That's right, you can never count the St Helens team out, though. Is it 12 games unbeaten in playoff football, knockout football? They're unbeaten under Millward. 11. So you can never rule this St Helens side out, they never know when to give in.
You never can rule them out. Super League champions, back-to-back Challenge Cup holders, World Club champions. Need I say any more, Matt?
You needn't say any more, I think you've said it before. But Carney again with strength on show. The only way perhaps to stop him is to swing your arm at his head, so Metaltia has a go. Vernon now straightens the attack up, gets the ball away to Connolly. He gets it all wide then to Radlinski, sorry, back inside. Radlinski takes the tackle, Newton onto Cassidy. Cassidy to his captain Farrell, they've got players way out there. Renoff now, chasing, throws the dummy, Renoff, oh, and the ball's gone forward. Carney in, Lamb then next, with the ball gone forward in the tackle. Good stuff, good tracking back from Hoppy.
Yeah, Saints were caught out, weren't they? 2 against 1, and Renouf, he offered the dummy. He should have given it to Carney. I mean, ever since he got cracked over there, Carney, it's certainly brought him to life, hasn't he? He's been playing like a man possessed. But Wigan squandering a possible chance there as the cover defence, lovely pass from Farrell again, out wide. But Saints have it now. Wellens, centre field. Newton up top. Saints move it right, it's Sculthorpe. Inside Wigan territory. Don't forget, you're with Micron Video with Matt Fielding and Ron Hoof bringing you all the action in this final eliminator at the JJB. Last one of the sequence, Wigan defending, leading by 6 points to 0. Sculthorpe with a cross-field effort. It's palmed back. Stankovic palms it again. Matautia. Well, it's still on. Was the ball knocked forward? The referee says so. It's a turnover. Unlucky there by the Saints.
Well, I don't think it was the initial palm back from Stewart that went back. I think it was when Stankovic went in for it. That's when the ball was not forward and the ball's been dropped. The referee said play on.
Yes, he said play on. And Iro, big match player Iro, former Wigan player. And Saints are pressing now. The Wigan man out to the right. The referee's not stopped play yet. Shields out the back door to Wellens. Wellens looking for the way through. Wigan still down to 12 players. Saints moving right. Sculthorpe, good ball. Good tackling by the Warriors. It's Dallas that was down. Saints, oh, it's off a Wigan player. Wigan have the possession. Saints trying to force it on the right-hand side. And Wigan have it now. Matautia off. And Yonkers coming on.
And Cassidy's away now. Cassidy running, it's important. They've got to control this ball, Wigan. A couple of knocks on, if that's the proper phrase. And Newton keeping it alive to Farrell. He flings it back to O'Connor, who takes the next drive up. A few more metres gained by him. It really is exciting stuff here at the JJB. Johns now, he straightens the attack up, spins in the tackle, but Cunningham just managed to take the ankle. And now Farrell, he flicks the ball back to Cassidy. Cassidy onto Lamb. Lamb to Renoff, and Renoff slipped and has taken the tackle. Well, he's gone down. Perhaps he's injured an ankle. Now he's back to his feet again. Now Johns with the high kick, testing Wellens. It's gone straight up in the air now. And Wellens has knocked it forward. The knock-on. Let's see who he's gone to. Could have been the initial knock-on from Connolly, I think it was. To be a turnover. St Helens with the next set of 6.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff, Matt, isn't it? You don't take your eyes off it for 1 minute. Both sides throwing the ball about, looking to obviously penetrate the opposition's defence. Stewart doing well there and gets the ball away. But Saints losing yardage. Yonkers picks it up. He's just come on as Matautia's gone off. Stankovic will be up to the front row now, and Yonkers into the second row. Saints spread it to the right. The ball's loose. Saints come up with it. It's been knocked forward though. David Furley over there, he was involved. I don't know who actually lost the ball, but Wigan forcing the error. Head and feed at the scrum to Wigan.
Well, Ron, it was all the impact of the tackle from Renouf, I think, flick the ball forward. And Wigan will have another scrum. Matty Johns now. Matty Johns saw a gap, but Cunningham, who was lining up at loose forward that time, was lying all over. Well, he can play anywhere, can't he, Cunningham? And invariably does for this St Helens outfit. Connolly now, going blind, Connolly! He's got a ball, oh, the ball's gone backwards! But Stewart picked up, nice option though.
Yeah, nice option again, danger again, obviously Connolly and Dallas on this right flank, and Connolly, you know, dodging through the tackle, slipping the ball out. Dallas couldn't take it. Stewart came up with it, and obviously Saints have it now. Wigan penalised for not marking up properly at the play of the ball. And not before time, if I might say, Matt. Seeing you've been having a couple of digs at me, I might as well try and get a bit of my own back. Oh, friendly fun up here. David Furley. Cunningham a dummy half. Saints 11 metres from the try line. It's Cunningham, slips it inside to Shields. Out to the back door. Saints are pressing, it's Stankovic. Been playing well as Stankovic, top tackler. Hiro! Hiro! He's touchdown! Hiro scores for the Saints! The points on the board! The referee points to the spot. No problem. He was in a good position, and the Saints hit back in good style. Kevin Hiro, the beast, in for the try. Sculthorpe teeing up for the kick. As you can see, he's about 18 metres in, and he's just brought the ball back about 15 metres. But a great try there by the beast. He did well, he took the defence on. He's a big match player, he took 2 and 3 players with him. As you know, it's the final eliminator of Super League 6, and the current holders, St Helens, finished in 4th. As Matt said before, nobody's actually come from 4th position to win it. Saints got over the first 2 hurdles, and obviously now to regain the title will be a mammoth task, not only because of the knockout scenario, but the body-sapping game that we love in the last few games. And Saints obviously was walking wounded at the Boulevard last week. They came through that one. Now it's Sculthorpe. Can he get his eye in? Oh, it's a good one. Yes, it's there. Goal kicking has let us down in a few games this season. Well, let's hope it's not the case tonight. Scully puts the points on the board, and Saints are back on level terms. 6 points apiece with 20 minutes gone. Hiro with the try, did well. Took the Wigan defence on. Now Wigan kick off. Wellens inside to Yonkers. Watch this space, don't take your eyes off it. Saints have played for at least 4 or 5 months through a lot of adversity, long getting injured. We've had Sculthorpe with a broken jaw, MacDonald with a broken jaw, Martin injured, Furley with his shoulder. And they've miraculously come through. And is that a 40-20? Oh, just the width of a midges. And Carney brings it in. Wigan have the possession.
Oh, not only great strength from Carney, but great speed as well. And he realised that the ball took an unkind bounce in Wigan's advantage, has run off. This time keeps hold of the ball. And Wigan will be upset about letting that try. They've had the majority of the possession and the field advantage. It just shows you can't count St Helens out. And Lava's found a gap. Lava's got Connolly inside. He's got the ball to Dallas. Oh, the wrong option. And away he comes, and he's out of touch. Well, there was no. Well, the referee's given a penalty.
The referee's given a penalty against Wigan. The tackle was supposedly completed, but I don't even think that Stewart got into touch. We're looking at it on the big screen, but there's no way there. That man was in touch. His legs gave over. It was same as last week. But anyway, oh dear me, Saints there. Sculthorpe got it, Cassidy was coming in. Saints move it to Joint, the captain. Just signed a new 3-year deal. Leads by example. Stankovic now. He's moved on to the centre. And the men in the middle driving it through. Once again, Sculthorpe, good drive. Iro's there at dummy half. Martin. Reverse angle kick. Oh dear me. That was a bang into the hoardings. That was a terrible bang, that, but the ball had gone dead. Cunningham it was that went for it. Let's hope the lad's all right. Oh, it was a good kick. Obviously a planned move. It didn't, it was just too deep. But Cunningham didn't have to go into the hoardings. But we're going to have the possession now, Matt. What a game. Can't take your eyes off it, can you?
That's right, just when you think one team's got the upper hand in Wigan with their try, St Helens have come back and they've nearly scored again. And Wigan will be wanting to keep hold, complete a set of 6. They've not done it for a while. And then get the ball deep into Saints territory and just hold them back there. They're finding the gaps. This man in particular to Cassidy. He's got Radlinski inside. The ball's gone back. Radlinski's first to it. The ball's come out though. Well, good stuff by Saints. That was forward. A mile. The referee's missed that as well.
Yes, I think it was forward. Anyway, whoever we had last time here, he missed about 3 or 4. So we'll not argue over that, will we? I mean, I know you will. If it results in a try, and Wellens is upfield. 20-metre burst. Quick play the ball by the Saints. The Saints are on fire. Shields moving it to the right, puts it out to the back door. Oh, Joint tries again, but there's a Wigan player in the way, and he comes up with the possession. Farrell, it was the captain.
Well, I'll tell you, it's absolutely 100% not just in attack, but defence as well. Both teams cutting out almost certain tries. Radlinski, you'd have put your money on him to go between the sticks, but out came the stretched hand of a Saints player. And now Ferner looking for a gap, and there's holes appearing in both defences, Rob. And now Neil Cowie's on. John straightens up the attack, looking for the support. Radlinski was there, 5th tackle for Wigan. Lamb now with the kick. Placing it through, he's got too much on it though. And it sails out, but Wigan give him the chance to line the defence up. 20-metre tap for Saints.
Yes, Cowie on now. Howard off. The referee just holding the game up. Earlier on, Matt, I was saying to Matt before, in the south stand at that end, it was cleared before the game. There was a gas leak. It was well reported that Steve-O was under the stand, and because somebody said he was full of hot air. But it was being serious now. There was a gas leak. It had to be evacuated. Transco and that were here, the police, but everything was all right, and maybe the game could have been in doubt, but it's not. And there's a tremendous crowd here. Wiganers to our right, St Helens to our left, mixed on both sides, and the referee said the tackle was a little high. Neil Cowie just on, he's going to be spoken to. Didn't look a lot in it, Matt, but the referee's picked it. And we're not the ones taking the tackle, are we? So we don't know. As Martin, great touch finder. 18 metres short of the Wigan line. Can the Saints produce the goods? Furley, first man in, up to the 10-metre line. Cunningham again. Will we see one of Cunningham's bursts? Drop-off ball to Shields. Shields puts it back to Furley. Saints spread it. It's going along the line. Joint on the diagonal run off Sculthorpe. Joint puts it back. Saints tap it on. It's Wellens. Overlap. The ball looks as though it's gone forward there for me, Matt. But the referee's let it go. Saints are in possession. Good running, good pressing. Is this the last tackle? No. Saints press it again. Cunningham. Held just short. Wigan defence going to be tested. Sculthorpe dabs it through, it's got a rebound. Sculthorpe has it again. Oh no, Wigan have got the possession back.
Well, there's a one-on-one on the floor. Sculthorpe hadn't been tackled, and Saints have now been penalised for not getting back the 10 metres. So Wigan sustained that pressure. Takes 3 Saints players to stop him. And Lamb fires the ball to Cassidy. Cassidy's been strong this half. Couple of breaks, Newton scampering from dummy half. On it goes to Lamb. Lamb with a flat pass to Johns. Johns across the face. Johns going. He's got Radlinski in support. Radlinski's going to be in for the try. If he can keep going, yes he can. And Radlinski's in. And that man Matthew Johns once again creating the try from nowhere. Lamb running across the face. Sent Johns through a gaping hole. And Radlinski, top try scorer for Wigan, gets himself another one. And Wigan take the lead once again. It's been a shaky 10 minutes for them. And then from nowhere, that man Johns again. He created the one for Ferner that was disallowed. A massive, great big hole open for him. And Radlinski, as ever, Martin got a hand to him, knocked him down, but Radlinski had the presence of mind to get over. He knew he wasn't tackled, had the time to get up.
Brett Dallas has come off and Johnson has gone on. So he mustn't be right, Brett Dallas. Obviously we know he's not match fit, Matt, is he? But Paddle converts it, and Wigan have a 6-point lead. Nothing in it.
That's right, I knew it was going to be close. Dallas, I think, took a knock before when he knocked on in his own 20-metre area. And I think he was just still recovering from that, so precautionary, I'm sure, saving him, hopefully for next week if Wigan get there. I'm sure they will. Touchwood. Radlinski, the try scorer now. Martin tries the old Cumberland throw. Iro gets in with a challenge though. Radlinski's hurt his hand. That doesn't look good. And Johnson takes his first drive, and Martin again all over him. Connolly backtracking, still going, keeps it alive to Johns. He fires it out to Farrell. Farrell's got men over, takes the ball himself, shrugs him off. The tackle's well completed. Saints coming in trying to slow him down. And now Renouf straightening the attack up, nearly through Renouf. But Wigan really are going forward now. And Saints lying all over again. And Newton's found a gap. Newton's going. He's got support. Carney on that side. Comes back in. Still on his feet. Good tracking back from St Helens. 5th tackle for Wigan. Carney regains his feet. Ball out to Lamb. Lamb with a little dab through. But Wellens perfectly positioned. And takes away 3 Wigan defenders before he stopped. Great positioning from Wellens.
Yeah, great positioning from Wellens. Obviously, last-ditch tackling from the Saints. Wigan opening up there, a big gap. Newton found it, and Saints just managed to cover up. Stankovic coming forward. Saints definitely weathering the storm. Steve Hall, I think the first time we've mentioned him this evening. He's been out on the right flank, but Cunningham gets away from 2, unloads it to Martin. Martin offers it. Has to take the tackle, squeezes past Sculthorpe. Saints keep it alive. The man tackled on suspicion there, and Joint tidies up. Last one of the sequence. Saints move it to the right. It's Yonkers. It's put back inside. Saints are spreading it. Martin offers it. He has to release it. Wigan come up with it. Wigan in possession.
Well, Martin running up a blind alley that time. Ferner, not many options open to him. Trying to get himself forward, and Wigan, great position now. Cassidy looking for a hole. Cowie now, steaming up forward. Good run from him. Still going, Neil Cowie. Cunningham spins him, puts him to the ground. And Newton picks up from dummy half. He's spotted a gap. Newton is going to be in for a 3rd try for Wigan. Newton, something from nothing there from the hooker. Picked up from the play of the ball. Run his way through. The Marcus was slow to follow him. And he goes over for Wigan's 3rd try. And the tactics are working for the Warriors right now. They've got to make sure they endeavour to keep the defence up, keep this attack going the way it's going, and they can slowly wear the St Helens team down. That's right, he's really coming of age at the moment and giving Cunningham something to fear, I suppose, for that Great Britain number 9 shirt. The two of the best hookers on show, I mean. And Farrell with the kick, it looks good, and it is! And Wigan 18 points to 6 up. It's exactly how we wanted the game to go. Try and run this big St Helens pack off their feet. And St Helens will have to kick off again. Sculthorpe for the flat one across the ground. Lamb picks up. He's got Cowie in support, but Lamb takes it himself. Has been one of the buys of the season, Adrian Lamb. As is the man making the tackle there, David Fairley. He was last season. Now Farrell, good tackle by Stankovic, but didn't put him down. Now Matty Johns with the ball, taking it up flat. In comes the tackle from Fairley. But Johns really has been taking the possession up to the face of the St Helens defence, and O'Connor now still looking for that elusive try.
Save the nude run.
Now Johns, he's put a little dab through, lovely little kick for Johnson to pick up. He's got to get the ball offloaded, he does. Connolly's held back a bit, but I don't think there's anything in it.
Yeah, Saints come up with that possession after Wigan had to keep it alive on the 6th tackle. But Wigan defence quickly up there. Cunningham now to Shields. Saints losing yardage. Well, the ball knocked forward. Newton in there. Wasn't lined up correctly. He knocked the ball forward. It would have been a knock-on. As I say, he's got the bit between his teeth now. Dennis Betts coming on, and Terry O'Connor being replaced. Saints awarded the penalty. David Fairley, the first man after Kieran Cunningham had played it. Saints need a score before the interval. They trail by 12, 18-6. Cunningham loses the ball. Did it touch a Wigan player? Was it knocked out? The referee's given a scrum with head and feet to the Saints. The ball, well, the arm pulled away. Then Wigan looks as though they come up with a knock. I don't know. Strange decision that, Matt. But Saints have head and feet. Cunningham at the loose forward position. Wellens upended. 7 metres from the Wigan line. Another 5 tackles. Joint, the captain. Great tackling by the Warriors. And it's got to be a good defensive display.
Take him out.
Cunningham dragged towards the touchline. The referee's given a penalty. He must have shouted held. And Wigan concede that penalty. Saints with another set of 6. They spread it wide. It's Yonkers. No, Yonkers has lost the ball. Wigan have it now. Saints squandering that ball on the first tackle.
And Wigan come back up with it now. Connolly ducking in the tackle. Away comes Johnson from dummy half. Slips into the tackle. Fairly completes it. And Wigan trying to keep Saints on this back foot now. Lamb running himself. Good tackle from Joint. You see how long he lies on. They pushed him to the floor. Fifth tackle for Wigan now. Farrell will just drill it to the corner, I'm sure. Trying to get the ball out of touch. Hall controls it. And Wigan coming across. There's a beautiful tackle. And another one. Super defence from Wigan.
Yes, good running by the Warriors. Containing the Saints down there. Stankovic looking to gain yardage in the last 2 minutes of play. Wigan lead 18 points to 6 in the final eliminator. A loose ball tidied up by Iro. The tackle was completed, the referee said. Iro didn't think he was held. And a penalty to Wigan. They'll go for goal, Matt.
Well, there's only a minute and a half left in this first half, so I'm sure Farrell will just get that extra bit of ground between them.
held, is he? No.
Well, another one of those decisions.
Same as last week with Farrell.
For Wigan. We saw a similar situation last week against Bradford when Farrell wasn't held. The referee said he was, gave the penalty against Wigan, and this time from the replay it looks like Iro marginally may not have been held. Penalty going against St Helens, and Wigan will be looking to end this half with an extra 2 points. So Farrell lining up. It's been a stunning first half from both teams. There's so much at stake. Place in the grand final for the winners. Say the losers, it's going to be a long, hard season for nothing, really. Neither side wants to come away from this game with a loss, and there's the kick from Farrell. It's good, right between the posts. 20 points to 6 then. Not long before the end of the half. Seconds to be exact, and counting down. So we can then see the half out, and what a half it's been run. Superb pace and energy to this first half. Lamb got the point scoring underway, converted try. Iro came up with one of his own, then Radlinski and Newton both converted, and Farrell's penalty making a half-time score, 20 points to 6, and what a half it's been. Well, the players back out for the second half then, and it was Saints kick off. Wigan with a great first half, and looking to improve on that. St Helens, on the other hand, it looks like I'm sure Ian Millward would have given him a good talking to, tell him to close the gaps in defence. Too many holes there. Similarly with Wigan, St Helens are finding their way through, but gosh, it's only 14 points. That's what he's going to be saying to his Warriors team. We know how capable St Helens are of scoring quick tries. We've got to be wary of that. Cowie now. First challenge up. So then, Newton fires out to Farrell. He runs into Yonkers. Good tackle by Yonkers. Cassidy now. Steady set of 6 first for Wigan. It's what's needed. St Helens back in their own half, and now Dennis Betts spinning in the tackle. Takes 3 St Helens players. Farrell now on the 5th with the kick over the top. High, testing Tony Stewart. And he's very safe under that high ball.
Took it well, did Stewart, yeah, that was the tester, wasn't it? I think both Hall and Stewart going to be tested. And I'm just looking for Steve Hall, and I can't find him. Oh, is he over there? I do beg your pardon. I'm looking here on the right flank, but obviously he's on a roving commission. He's took the ball up there because Hoppy's down here, but Saints pressing. Sculthorpe dabs it through. Wigan have to turn round and defend. Saints trail by 14. They need to score first. They know what they've got to do. Ian Millward will have spoken to him at half-time. Too many gaps in the defence. It's got to tighten up.
Johnson now. Unusual for Johnson to start on the bench this season. And Connolly. As a result of Connolly's great season, that's why Johnson is back on the bench. Now Farrell bringing Betts back on the inside. Betts has spotted a hole through. Lamb was on his heels. And Cassidy now goes inside Yonkers. Yonkers completing the tackle joint. And Lamb now with a little dab through, testing Steve Hall. And Hall will just let it go in touch.
Yeah, Hall let it go. As Lamb, I think it was, that kicked it forward. Head and feed to the Saints. Tommy Martin to feed at the scrum, 20 metres from the Saints try line. The Saints spectators getting behind the charges. In the north stand, as Wellens has to take the tackle. Quick play, the ball wanted. Sculthorpe at dummy half. It's now with the Beast. Wigan tackling low and stopping the man moving. Saints seem to be taking the man high, whereas they've got to have that combination. Smother the ball and get the man down, stop his legs. Wigan there, 3 men in on Sculthorpe. Now back in the line of defence, but it's Cunningham. Just losing the footing, he gets the ball away. Peter Shields out to the back door, Wellens again. Saints still trying to spread it out. This is the last one of the sequence. Martin puts it high. Radlinski there, doesn't reach Radlinski. Oh, great take by Renouf.
Well, he thought that would consummatize it, Steve Renouf. Didn't look like he was contesting for it, and then suddenly the ball just stuck to his hands, and Carney with strength again. And now Cowie shrugs off the challenge of Stankovic. He comes in for a second one, swinging arm. That won't affect Cowie though. Back on the inside comes Farrell on the burst. That's good stuff from Wigan. And Newton picking up from dummy half, flicks it on to Lamb. Lamb finds his half-back partner Johns. Werner now gets the ball to Cassidy. A good goal in defence there from St Helens, and Connolly. He spotted a gap up the middle. And Joint in with the challenge. And Joint will take his time to get off. Now Lamb on the 5th. There's the high ball, testing Steve Hall. Betts underneath it. And the ball's come down. Betts has got it. It's back to 6 again. But Wigan want a quick play and a ball. Betts has done well. Newton out to Carney. Wrong option taken by Carney that time. Hoppy will bring the ball away. Definitely the wrong option there, Rob.
Yes, well, maybe the wrong option. If he'd have scored, you wouldn't have said that, would you, Matt? But it went to Carney, and he's been oh so strong, hasn't he? But Saints are attacking. It's with the Beast. He's down the flank. It's come off a Wigan player. That's another set of 6 to the Saints. But the Saints have let the ball go. Now it's back to Wigan. A catalogue of errors, Matt, but Wigan have the possession.
Well, Saints trying to keep it alive. I think Stewart thought he was closer to the line than he actually was that time. Tried to keep the ball back on the inside. And Wigan coming up with it. Another set of possession for Wigan, then Cowie with the strong drive. It really has been a good first 5 minutes for Wigan, this. And Newton's carved them up on the inside. Lamb's in for a try. And Lamb takes the first points for Wigan in this second half. And Lamb getting his second in the game. Great stuff from Wigan. It started, I think, on this near left touchline. When the ball came out to Carney, he knocked it forward. And then the ball going back in the possession of St Helens. They got it wide to the left. The referee did go to the video referee just to see whether Lamb had grounded the ball, but it was conclusive evidence on the big screen. And Wigan go 4 points further ahead. Like you said, St Helens on that far touchline, trying to keep the ball alive. The ball came back, Cassidy snapped up on it. And then Newton really has been the man of the match for me so far. Terry Newton's got to try himself, he's made lots of others. Matthew Johns, he's played well as well. But like I say, only 46 minutes of this game gone. So you can't write St Helens off, but Wigan need to keep this pressure going. Keep it going forward. And knock out St Helens from the playoff series. Then we'll have a new champion by the end of the season. Next week, in fact. Let's hope it's the Wigan Warriors. And Farrell, the kick in front of the post, just to the left slightly. Kicking into the St Helens crowd, the ball goes over. And Wigan go further ahead. 26 points to 6 then. 20-point gap in. The Saints having a restart. Heath Cruikshank's come on. Well, Adrian Lamb started the scoring this evening. He's got the first try in both halves. Farrell shrugs off the challenge of Joint, keeps it going, thought about the offload. Cruikshank came in late that time. Newton keeping it blind now with Lamb. Throws the dummy, swinging arm by Joint. And now the penalty's given. So the penalty going Wigan's way. More pressure for Saints to contend with. A bit quiet there, Ron.
No option, have I?
Now then, Cowie. Good tackle by Shields there, but Cowie keeps going. Good power on show from him. Now the ball goes to Johns. Johns straightens the attack up. Really has been running straight and direct. He's all over him. Tommy Martin getting on the act this time. Wigan nearing that Saints line. 10 metres out, Newton pops the ball over, and in go Wigan. Now they're going to take a next try in the second half, and it's Matthew Johns this time in the face of Ian Millward on the big screen, showing no emotion whatsoever as that try goes over. Matthew Johns, the great finish to his career here at the JJB Stadium as he goes overseas next season, back to Australia to play for Cronulla due to family problems. And Matthew Johns started off slowly for this Wigan side, and now just look at the fans. But Newton, Ron, is absolutely everywhere.
Yes, definitely. After last week where he said he needs to buck up, he certainly has. He'll be the man of the match for me. He's been everywhere this evening. A great team performance by the Pie Eaters. We was discussing obviously before we started tonight, and I thought it was just one game too far for the Saints, but you can never discount champions. But unfortunately, as far as I'm concerned, Wigan have discounted us. It's going to be Wigan with the victory, and they've got to play the Bradford Bulls next week, next Saturday at Old Trafford. And I'll tell you something, they'll dispose of the Bradford Bulls. They can't do it on the big occasion. Farrell converts it now, and it's 32 points to 6. The Saints look really tired, Matt, don't they? Throughout the season, we've done well with the team, the injuries we've had, but I'm afraid it's one-way traffic now. I just hope it's not too much an embarrassment.
The kick-off from Sculthorpe, the Sconsolate kick from him. Cowie. Carney now, he's had a super game as well. Tonight's official attendance just about to come up, 19,290 fans. A near capacity, and Johnson's away. Decided to keep hold of it. Probably the wise decision. Away come Wigan now with Cassidy straightening up, keeping the ball alive to Newton. He fires a long pass over to Lamb. Lamb spotted a gap, he's bought Renouf back on the inside, but he hasn't got the pace to beat Joint. The tackle though had been completed, but we saw it the other end, the other way before, and it's gone St Helens' way this time. So the referee pulling up for that one. So just looking at the big screen to see, I think the tackle was completed, Ron.
Well, the referee says it was, and I suppose that's all that counts. But it was... Matautia just come back on, blood bin reversal for Yonkers, and Yonkers has come straight back on for David Furley. Cunningham, can he swivel round? He gives it to Cruikshank. Good tackling by the Warriors. Sculthorpe on the line. He's in. The referee's going to give it. He has done. Saints get another try. The Warriors won't be happy with that. Sculthorpe, the man of the season. He should be the Saints man of the season. Man of steel, in my opinion. What a season this guy's had when Saints obviously were down to the bare bones. But he does well. Right by the line. Puts the ball down. Super strength. Bounced it on the line. The referee was right there. And Saints back in with it. As we said before, I was saying it's... I thought it was one hurdle too far, but it's all right, we can say now. You never know, you can never discount champions. But I think 3 in a row and a bonus point is out of the question. But Matautia, head down, drives it in. Saints with Wellens, but Wigan keep on tackling, keep on moving. They've got the momentum. Cruikshank, he drives it up. The difference in the tackling, I feel, Matt. Wigan there, 2 and 3 players in, swarming round. Good ball there from Cunningham to Sculthorpe, but the possession's lost. Wigan have it.
Enjoying that every time now. He's protesting his innocence, but it's about the 3rd time the referee's picked him up for it. He's got to start punishing him if they carry on doing that. But the smallest man on the field, probably Adrian Lamb, stopping Sculthorpe, forcing him to knock on. Joint still protesting. And Farrell will take the penalty, try and get back some more points on the board. Kicks to touch. And we're going to restart. 25 metres in. Lamb now hands on to Cowie. It's a strong game going forward as Neil Cowie. Now then, Matthew Johns trying to get something working. He's got it to Carney. He's trying to get rid of Steve Hall, but Hall's in with the challenge and done well. Tackle completed. Bit of a hug going on there. Now Cassidy. Hands on to Newton. Newton goes dummy side. Big hit. Big hits on Dave Furner. Then he certainly felt that one from Cunningham. Oof. I'm surprised he got up from that one.
Yeah, that was a big hit, wasn't it? Furner, he's very robust, and Cunningham sorted him out. Matautia now. Now it's just livening up a little bit. Saints moving left. Good hands, oh dear me. I just said good hands. It goes over there and the man puts it down. Wigan back in possession.
Well, so you've got to try and keep the ball alive. There's still 20 minutes though, there's still time. It's not time to panic by any means. And Wigan now bring the ball back inside onto Carney. Carney's got all the speed in the world. Carney's going to be in the corner. And Wigan have got another try. Carney this time. Lots and lots of pace. Wellens complains to the touch judge and immediately the referee goes to the video screen. I can't understand why he's doing that. Well, I really can't understand why he's gone to the video ref. You've got a touch judge at the back there, in-goal judge, stood right in front of where Carney's put the ball down, and still they go for the big screen. The video ref takes one look at it and says, try. So Wigan again, firing the pass out to the swing. It just slows the game down, a couple of idiots like that. very difficult kick for Farrell to take. And he's got it straight between the posts. And when things are going well, they really are going well. Wigan 38, St Helens, the champions, 10.
20 minutes left, 38 points to 10. All one-way traffic. Saints playing for pride now. It's been a good season as far as Saints are concerned. I'm not disappointed. I'd have been elated if we'd have won, but obviously, as I say, just one hurdle too many.
I was just thinking then, Ron, we saw Cunningham with a big tackle there. We just saw that guy with probably the smallest tackle I've seen.
Well, you've not seen me stripped, have you? That's another story, I'll tell you.
Wigan trying to keep it alive. They don't need to keep it alive.
No, Saints have the possession. Just as Matt was saying, there's plenty of time left. You don't need to panic, and Wigan go in for a score. The flying wingman, Carney, he did well. Now it's with Sculthorpe to Wellens. Still trying to keep going. They don't give in. None of these sides give in. But the best side on the night. Oh, that was a high tackle there. The man went down. Reverse angle to Joint. Joint unloads it to Matautia. Saints spread it. It's Cruikshank. Saw the gap, went for it. It quickly closed. The ball's lost. The referee said it's gone back. Well, I don't agree with that. Well, I do agree with that. But Iro over the top, junks it down. Saints still keep it alive. The ball not played correctly. What's the referee giving now? Head and feet to Wigan.
I don't think that the tackle wasn't completed. The referee never called howls, and he's tried to play the ball as Tim Yonkers, just trying to get things going quickly. But like we said, Ron, no need to panic. Take the tackle. Saints are in a great position. They've just gifted it, the possession now to Wigan. You know, Connor's warming up. Wigan now with Johns. Johns trying to get his way around Cunningham. Newton, Betts. The Farrell now on that blind side. Strength on show from Farrell. Still going. They're trying to take him out of touch. Cunningham sorts him out. Puts him down. Hall's line on top. Just to complete the tackle, and now Carney comes away. And he's tackled well from Yonkers. Lamb, it's the ball go behind him. Now he's going to get the ball to Radlinski. He's running across the face now. Fancies his chances against Joint. The Joint with a good tackle. And on comes Steve Hall. No need for that. And Farrell will take the fifth tackle and kick it. It's come off. And the referee, see what he's given. Joint looks to be a little bit injured. Maybe winded. Perhaps the ball hit him straight in the stomach.
Yeah, the referee ruled the turnover. Joint obviously took that ball. The ball played the man didn't play the ball, that scenario, but Saints have it. Trail by 38 points to 10. Saints trying to keep it alive, and it's loose again. Wigan have the possession back. The referee allows play to go on. And now Wigan have lost it. Back with Yonkers. Just as I was going to pass the microphone back, I have to carry on. Joint gets it away. Oh dear me. Wigan player looked as though he was obstructed then. The referee didn't see it. Joint down injured. Obviously still suffering. The Saints now 30 metres out. Gives it to Sculthorpe. Come to Yonkers. The ball knocked forward.
It just seems the Saints are running out of ideas now. Counting, Chris Joint's gone off, Hyams come on. The Saints just running out of ideas, throwing it around too much and not getting anywhere with it. And Wigan now, so the ball will come to Matthew Johns, first receiver. They've split the backs up, three on either side. And Radlinski, well, I think the plan didn't go to plan, so to speak. Johns onto Connolly. He changes direction, spots a gap. Metalci's in with the challenge. Connolly still going forward. Sculthorpe comes in to finish him off. But it's hard to believe it's 38-10 and there's still 15 minutes of this game left. And we're going to have to remember that. Keeping the ball alive. Carney picks up, makes his way through. Evans happy with the challenge. For an off a dummy half, onto Farrell it goes. Farrell throws the dummy. Game becoming a little bit scrappy at the moment. A good tackle by Hyam on Cowie. Flings him to the ground. Fifth tackle for Wigan. Farrell now, and he kicks the ball this time. Sails out to touch. A good kick from Farrell. O'Connor and Howard preparing to come back on the pitch. And Cassidy coming off. It looks like Metalci's coming off as well, fairly back on. And a big round of applause for Mick Cassidy. What a performance he's put in for the Warriors today. He's been strong in defence. And Saints will have to refeed the scrum.
Yes. Metalci off, David Furley back on. I don't know whether it was a blood bin that. He was looking at Metalci as he came off. Yes, I think that was a blood bin. The PA man just reiterating that. But Furley back in the action. Dumped to the ground. I don't think Ian Millward wanted to put him on again, but Edmondson still still to be used. Martin knocks it forward. Dennis Betts, I think it is, that's come up with a possession, but Saints just trying that little bit too hard, and it's not coming off for him. Loose ball. What's the referee going to rule? Yes, it's still Wigan's possession.
Well, it has really become quite a scrappy game now. The score at 38 points to 10, and Wigan trying to put some more stability in with O'Connor, but a good tackle by Yonkers. Sticks him on his backside. But Tommy Martin looked run like he didn't want that pass. Perhaps he wasn't expecting it. With the ball flicked out the back door, now onto Connolly. He straightens up the attack. Newton getting in the way. Connolly hurdling him. Connolly still going. Great run from Connolly. Wigan wanting a quick play of the ball. Saints defence in tatters. On he goes to Johns. Johns with the kick over the top, testing Hall. Up goes run off for it. The ball goes backwards. And I think it'll be St Helens head and feed at the scrum. Oh no, Wigan's head and feed. Came off ball. I was being a bit generous there. I was being a bit generous.
No, it's off ball. It's unlike you to be generous, Matt. I tell you, winning by 38 points to 10.
Still 13 minutes and a half to go in this game. Wigan will be looking to get over 40 points. Trying to beat the last time these two teams met, the last day of the season, was a bit of a nothing game. 40 points to 6 it was in Wigan's favour. And we're going to be looking, they're against the strongest side, strongest St Helens side, they'll be looking to get more points on the board. Ferner now, ball onto Radlinski. Ooh, Ferner looking for the return pass. But it didn't come, but good play there from Wigan. Back on the inside comes Connolly. He deserves a try. Ferner throws the dummy, spins in a tackle. Still going, he offloads onto O'Connor. O'Connor really deserves a try for the season he's had. He plays the ball onto Newton. Newton thinks about scampering for one himself. Newton's still going. And he keeps the ball alive to Farrell. Farrell with a little dab through. Carney coming in for his second. Carney's in for his second. And Wigan back on the try-scoring ball, but the referee once again wants to go to the video ref. He'll want to see if the player's onside. He'll want to see the grounding. It looks good to me on the big screen. Carney, Hall unfortunately for him slipping, and Carney looks to get his second try on the board. He scored the previous one, and off comes Cowie. Let's hope he gets a big round of applause from the fans. He's had a superb game. It's his last game, I think, for Wigan at the JJB. Retiring at the end of the season, or so he says. Video ref still having a look, he's not given the try. There's the decision, a try's been given, and Wigan crossed that 40-point barrier. 42 points to 8 it is, and Wigan really have had the spoils in this game. Tommy Martin is coming off. Martin coming off, he's got a habit of scoring against Wigan, but it won't be today. And now Harvey Howard will come with a drive up, heading towards Yonkers. On top goes Edmondson there was no need for that. It's a little bit over enthusiastic, I think, but the game's already been won. Chester waiting to come on, and a penalty given to Wigan. Saints doing all they can to slow this game down. But haven't Wigan, Ron, done a great job in containing Kieran Cunningham? We've only seen him with the ball running from dummy half a few times. Yeah, they've done the business tonight. Even though Sculthorpe scored, but obviously Cunningham and Sculthorpe. Tommy Martin, not in sorts. Look, a very tired side, Saints. But there it goes, that's how it goes, isn't it? Let's hope they can do the business against the Bulls next week, Matt. Well, certainly I'm hoping of Farrell, the performances like that certainly will. The replacement's been made, and Chester has come onto the field now in place of Dave Furness, who will slot straight into that second row. Let's hope the youngster can pull something out of the bag. And Cruikshank's unfairly been done for reefing the ball out. Will Farrell go for 2, or will he just go to add more points? Farrell going for the 2 points, and that massive cheer you heard. The announcer in the JJB just said that you can get your tickets for the grand final. And once again, they know that St Helens won't be there this season. Wigan will be, and they'll be looking to get their first crown underneath coach Stuart Raper. What a season it's been here at the JJB for Wigan. We've had ups and downs all the way through, but it's completed what hopes to be a very successful season with a fantastic performance here. They beat Hull, they lost to Bradford, they've come to the JJB. One last home game in front of their fans. Farrell adds another 2 points, 44 points to 10 then. Still about 7 minutes to go in the game. Radlinski fields the ball, he hands it on to Harvey Howard. And in comes the line judge. He's having a word with Edmondson. Well, I think he's been sent on to rattle a few cages, Edmondson, Ron, and he's certainly done that. He's checking the report. Edmondson's certainly going to get himself some action here. Will the referee go to the pocket, or will he just give him a talking to? Haven't yet seen what he did. I think the referee will signal once he's spoken to him. Well, I think he's saying that there was a little bit of a fist thrown or something. It's been a good game, hasn't it, for that like that? Doesn't need that kind of thing in the game. And Farrell obliges by kicking the ball to touch. Now O'Connor. It would be nice to see Wigan get the 50 up. It would be nice to see that man O'Connor. I think the referee's given a knock on. But it'll be head and feet to St Helens. You still awake, Ron?
Oh, I'm still here, boy, don't worry. I'm not like the pie eaters, I don't go off before time, even though I am getting my bottom slapped. 44-10, Saints in possession. Pardon? No, well, that's another story. It's all right between contenting adults over 21. Iro, still thriving, still trying, run right across, looking to unload it, still going is Iro, but he's going back. He gets the ball away to Cunningham, who powers downfield. Once again, the ball's loose. Now it's loose again. It's been knocked forward by somebody. I think it's a Wigan player that's knocked it forward. Looks as though it's going to be head and feet to Saints. And it is. So Cunningham. Faddle had a good game, there's no danger about that. Terry Newton, I thought, had a good game as well. He's been in the thick of things. But Saints now 20 metres out. Beaten but not unbowed. Mickey Hyam, darting run, gets the ball away. Great tackling by the Warriors, but Saints looking for another try. Sculthorpe tried hard. Yeah. Certainly low on petrol, the Saints, as Furley drives for the line. Matautia back on. Wigan have the possession.
And Wigan now with Carney. What a take from Carney there, but one-handed behind him. Not the best pass from Renouf, he knows it. Looks like he's taken an injury, perhaps Renouf. He's limping to the sideline. And Wigan will want to see this ball up. 4.5 minutes remaining. Edmondson in the tackle, but it's not completed. It is now. Harvey Howard, Harvey's made a break on the middle of the pitch. Still going Harvey. He bundles into Wellens. What a run from Harvey Howard. Fully 30 metres, 35. And Wigan got to get the substance behind this attack. Newton is well tackled by Fairley. Benson dummy half, he's got the ball onto Lamb. Fifth tackle now. Lamb choosing to run. He's got it to Chester, but Chester can't get the ball away. And it'll be the turnover. Just running out of ideas then. And not the best player the ball. Chester's in to effect the tackle. The ball's come out. And the referee's given a penalty.
Yeah, not lining up correctly. There's the indication. Talking about a minute, just over a minute of time. Oh no, 3 minutes on the clock. I'm looking at the official clock. We don't stop our clock for stoppages. Edmondson. Sculthorpe. Wellens, good tackling by the Warriors, but Wellens still driving forward. Sculthorpe brings it on the short side. Hoppy spins out of the tackle, twists up to the 10-metre line. The referee wants Wigan lined up on their own line. Hyam, drop-off ball. Cunningham, hit, spin, twist, turn, drive. Held short. On the short side again. Oh, the ball's loose. Wigan have it. What's the referee given? A knock on against the Saints, I think. Scrum on the 10-metre line. Head and feet to the Warriors.
And Wigan will probably look to see this game out. Taking their time to reform the scrum. Only 2 minutes. They don't want any silly injuries. But then again, it would be nice to get the 50 points up on the board. Nice long break, perhaps. Renouf will take the ball from the back of the scrum. The old professional taking his time to get up. And he goes to Carney. Carney shrugs off the first challenge. Such a difficult man to put down. It takes 3 St Helens defenders to do so. He's had a superb game as Brian Carney. Ever since he took that knock, he seems to have put him some real fire in his belly. Now O'Connor looking to emulate that run from Harvey Howard that went fully 35 metres. And he goes to Lamb. He'll pound the ball downfield. Stewart's back there, but the ball's taking a kind bounce from in the end.
In the final minute now, Stewart has the possession. Wigan swarm all over him. 44-10 the score. Iro looking to draw defenders in, slips it over the top to Yonkers. Renouf with the tackle. Short side ploy. Hoppy. Back to Iro. Sits, keeping it short. Looking to draw the defenders in. Hoppy. Renouf brings him down 10 metres inside Wigan territory. Sculthorpe. Short ball there, a sit, spread it, Furley. But it's Edmonton, dummy half. Sculthorpe again, puts a tester up. Radlinski shouldn't have any problem. Oh, he does. He does. Countdown to the hooter. Saints beaten by 44 points to 10. The Warriors march on to Old Trafford to play Bradford. I hope they do well. We don't want any of them Yorkshire people winning, do we, Matt? I'll just give you Matt to summarise the game.
Superb performance by Wigan. Beating St Helens in every facet of the park. Started up in our first half like I described. Lamb with the first try. Iro got one back for St Helens. Then it was all Wigan from then on. Radlinski converted, Newton converted, followed by a Farrell penalty, 20 points to 6, the half-time score. Then in the second half, Lamb again opening the scoring for Wigan with his second. John's got a popular try. He's on his way back to Australia at the end of the season. One more game for him and that's the grand final. Carney, as he leaves the field to great raptures from the crowd. He got the next two, including a conversion from foul and then the penalty. And somewhere in between that, Sculthorpe got a try for St Helens. It's been a fantastic last game of the season here. Well, the playoffs really. The last game at the JJB. The next time this pitch will be used is when the Australians are coming. The Wigan, superb performance in front of a crowd of 19,290 and all the fans up on their feet. Both Wigan and St Helens supporters cheering their teams. It's the last we've seen of St Helens in the regular season. Wigan have got one more game, like I said, and that's next week in an attempt to take the Super League crown. They lost to Bradford last week. They'll be looking to beat them in the return match at Old Trafford. What a game it's been for Wigan, complete performance. Finding out all the holes in the Saints' defence, but I thought the game was going to be close. But in the end, 44 points to 10. It's been a superb performance as Stuart Raper takes to the field to congratulate his players. Carney having an interview at the end of the game. He's got himself 2 tries in the match, and Wigan are going round. Stuart Raper cheering on as he goes up and celebrates his fullback Chris Radlinski. I've never seen Stuart Raper so happy. As he's taking it to the Wigan fans, all the Wigan players, and a standing ovation, as rightly so for Wigan. Man of the match was deemed to be Captain Andy Farrell, but I think you've got 17 men of the match on that Wigan side. Every single player playing to his ultimate potential. And the players now just getting the applause that they deserve from the crowd. They've all come here to see their side, and they'll be there next weekend as well. But Stuart Raper still getting the thanking every player for his role, his performance in the game. And who could have thought that Wigan would have put 44 points on last year's champions, the World Club champions, etc, etc. I think there'll be plenty of celebration tonight, and then it's back to the training ground next week. For all the Wigan fans to enjoy tonight, after they've seen a great performance by their side. We said that it'd be one game, perhaps too far for St Helens, and I think in the end it proved to be. But Wigan, not more delighted than that man Brian Carney. He's had a superb introduction to the Wigan side this year. It really has deserved all the accolades he's got. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Brian Carney, future international for Great Britain. What a performance, what a game. St Helens players saying goodbye to their fans. They'll see him against the Australians. Hope you've enjoyed the game as much as myself and Ron have. You've been watching with Michael on video. The final score tonight, Wigan 44 points to 10. I'm Matt Fielding, been here with Ronu. I can hardly speak anymore. Hope to speak to you next week in the grand final.
South Wales team out for a whitewash tonight, trying to clean sweep the series. At fullback wearing number 1, the man who's had such a great season, Gary Jack. On the wings, the slippery Johnny Ferguson and Big Eric Growth, with Michael O'Connor and Chris Mortimer in the centres.
Six years ago, the critics said it would never work. State against state, mate against mate. But boy, have we seen great action over the years. State of origin football, the very best the big game has to offer.